drop in a Tech 9 over towards teammates, and that was actually huge as usual, and he's going to buy up the smoke. And now on the opposite side, BPRO with the full armor, no defuse kit, but that all-important decoy on Nickchu there. And now we're going to be seeing potentially the push over towards mid here. One of the players from T side are going to be going through underpass, although potentially not. It might just be a little bit of a delay.
Just a little bit here. We'll have to see how this one does go. Man, this is crazy for all of these guys. And they are playing for their spot in the main event, the WESG 2016 World Electronic Sports Games Worlds for short. Where one team will take away $800,000. It's 1.5 prize pool. The top 8 teams from this qualifier, the European NCIS, will make it there. Bomb planted, no casualties. It's going to be the retake coming through from BPRO, but they're going to get shut down. Worded, he's going to find them. He's looking for a second, looking for a third. He's going to find it as well. Mold at it, God, but it's not over yet as Psycho and Spy Leader still alive. They're going to try their best to come into this 2v2 and take it. They found one. They're looking for the other. He's done it, Psycho, the man. That is BPRO with a retake, an explosive one at that. 7-9. They should be able to push this scoreline to even.
Yeah, so Psycho not to pick up the last 2 kills then, that clutch for his team, and the defuse in the bag. So 7 rounds on the board for BPRO. The M4A1 going to be coming out on Psycho as well. The Famous on Nikki. Another M4A1 on Zek there. And now the UMP on Nickchu. And Spy Leader, feeling a little bit of comfortable with that Famous well, with some utility. And a reminder, only 1 defuse kit on their team, so they have to be careful. But at the same time, on the opposite side, 1 Deagle, 4 P250s. Is this the story they're going to be able to go with? Probably not. Heck is going to get assisted there by World Edit. As World Edit takes down Ubeak from behind. A little bit of a sneaky kill, a little bit of a team kill. He's going to be looking to push up here. You're going to see a lot of damage. Heck is going down low. Spidey is going to get taken out by World Edit first. CT to be dropped.
Yeah, crazy stuff. Whoops-a-daisy, World Edit. He's going to have to see if he can do more here. Wow, this game, it's not over yet. BPRO in a perfect position really to take this round. Of course they should. They won the pistol, so they have the guns in their hands, and it is 2 M4s. So definitely committing to the buy here. But World Edit, he could come round and he could upset the tides of this game. His deagle skills are on point, on fleek you could say, as long as he's not shooting Ubeak in the back. And he spots out Psycho towards CT. Has to land that shot from afar, as Jim Kwa is up against Nikki there. Doesn't work out for him. It's all on you, World Edit, in a 1 versus 4. You have to land the shots, and Heck not going to allow it. He finds his second in this round, and BPRO, they've pushed the point lead to almost nil. Russia falling behind here, but Russia with a bye nonetheless. The M4s, sorry, the AKs to come out because of the bomb plant in this round from BPRO. They need to make it work.
And this time 2 defuse kits on the side of BPRO. They're going to be looking to make full use of these potentially. And the setup from Russia, they've got 2 towards mid, 2 towards B apartments. Ubeak is going to be going underpass, trying to find as much ground as possible with Electronic. Finding the kill on Psycho there. They're not going to be looking so good for Pro now. They've got the disadvantage in guns and also people, and also actually map control. They've actually lost quite a lot here. I mean, mid is almost fully under control of Russia now, and they're going to be looking to make their way through. Ubeak under window currently. We're going to see Hooch, that sort of chair, looking to pass through as well, and we might actually see them pushing over towards short here. Rod at it, opening it up for his team.
Good stuff coming out of Russia on their T side. Will that opening be enough for them to take it, is the question. The CT split on either side, 2 each. And the bomb making its way down under. Spy Leader spots out Ubeak in connector. Worlded is making his way through jungle. That Molotov going to burn him right down, but it's not going to commit the kill. Spy Leader not quite getting away with that one. Bomb in mid, making its way through connector. The rotate from BPRO hasn't come through just yet. And it's going to be Nikki finding Electronic on the back end in Palace. That means they have to deal with him as well as Spy Leader from the other side. So a plant safe makes sense, means they can defend it from short and ramp and pretty much anywhere on the site. But now BPRO to come through. Nickchu going to push into window, but Welded has that angle covered. This push from Hooch, he's going to find one. Can he find the second one? Heck, he won't. But it might just be enough to make this take for BPRO. The retake not doable. Nikki going to throw that smoke down. They're going to spray onto it, but it's just a bait. Nikki able to find one on top of these boxes, looking for Welded. Welded, he shuts down one. He's just going to stand in the smoke here. And Nikki, he doesn't have time. Going to find the shot. Is he going to commit? He does commit to it. No, he doesn't. Okay. Nikki knowing that that bomb is going to explode. Does he get out? He does, just in time. But Russia, they're able to get the plant. They're able to get the explosion as well. And it's a 10th round for them.
Yeah, and what a great round as well. They did fantastic there. Electronic and Shanghai, the last two players alive. World Edit is going to be putting up the AK-47. Actually, was he dropped it? No. No, he was not, but nonetheless. Russia taking the lead and not letting BPRO take over them here. So that is going to be the first round on the second half for Russia. Looking to make it a little bit more here. BPRO are going to be able to bind up Spy Leader only on that CZ. Is he going to be able to make full use of that? Now Nicky's going to be looking to go towards mid and hopefully doesn't need a doctor anytime soon. She's going to be trying to get these early frags. Going to be peeking out. Gets the damage onto Hooch. The grenade is going to follow up, potentially doing a lot of damage. 30 HP left on Hooch, and the peak is going to finish off World Edit. Not Hooch though, as Hooch is able to get away. Now UB coming up from underpass, trying to find the counter kill on towards Nicky, but it's not going to quite happen as he is backed off.
Crazy stuff coming out of this game. World Edit on the back foot here. BPRO not done yet. They need this win to be in contention of qualifying for the playoffs in that third seed. And so if they lose it, well, Russia, they pretty much secure themselves, they guarantee themselves a spot. I'm pretty sure they would have had it nonetheless, but BPRO, they will be out for the count, and then they have to play against Norway, the #1 seed in the group at this moment. Bulgarian pride has to show through here, as it is going to be the A take for World Edit and Electronic. And the rest of Russia, Jemqua shooting towards jungle. That nade is going to do so much damage. In fact, it's the Kobe finds Spy Leader as well. Heck, from around the corner, able to find that shot. And it's a 2 versus 4. Bomb goes down, Hooch to plant it, and Electronic holding his back as well. Finds the double spray, makes it a 2 versus 2. Gonna throw the smoke out. Make sure they can't come into it. Here's Nick Chu though from Man, able to find that. Electronic is all by himself. He's already got 2, but he needs to find 2 more if he wants to keep this round alive for Russia. Time's not there, and Nick Chu, the long game, the con, he comes through. Good stuff coming out of BPRO. It's going to be 9-10.
Yeah, able to pick up that K and that AWP, recovering 2 important weapons. 2 kills on the board there for Nicky and Nick Chu as well. And there was actually 1 for Heck with the AWP. He's going to be picking up a Famous and dropping over to a teammate, I'd imagine. Although I think that's potentially a bit of a pointless buy. No, Spy Leader was in need, and he did get the drop. And he's able to buy up extra utility due to that, and also a defuse kit. So, BPRO have actually reset Russia's economy. And now Russia are going to be going in for a force play here. And it looks like they have got a lot of utility here. They've got the Tech 9s, so basically SMGs in their hands. 3 over towards ramp for the default smoke setup. And then 1 towards mid and 1 going underpass. And that's going to be a little bit of an interesting setup. Hasham out there, seeing what he can do. Now we're going to be seeing the push down towards mid. World Edit going to be playing aggressive here. Wanting to get as close to connector for the setup, and the smokes are going to be coming out.
Coming out indeed, as there's going to be 3 pushing towards A from ramp. Let's see what Spy Leader and Psycho can do with their positions. Jemqua opens up to Heck, but it is traded back immediately. Hooch pushing onto the site, and Spy Leader trying to spray down, trying to do the work. He is still alive. 4 versus 4, and this eco from Russia, the 4 Spy, it might just work. And Spy Leader, he will get tagged down. That's a FAMAS for them now, and you big to get it. Man, this is not gone well for BPRO here. Bulgarians falling to the waistline. Psycho, he wants to turn it around. He's going to have to just fight everyone. And he's finding the shots. Can he find Welded? He can. Psycho, the man. It's just you, Hooch, now, who's hiding out. The fake comes out. He's going to peek it. He's going to stop the planter, the diffuser. He does. But now, Nick Chu, all by himself, he can get it. He's going to get the defuse. He has the kit. BPRO, they do it. They equalize the score here. Wow.
Not only equalize the score, but Russia, although they got the bomb plant there only on 3k each, they're going to have to go for the quasi-buy and just up a few pistols. And now BPRO feeling pretty happy with themselves. I mean, Russia, unfortunately for them, they're pretty much dependent on World Edit performing, because he's on 24 to 14, over 10 kills than most of his team. On the side of BPRO is a little bit closer. They have 1 guy, and that's Heck, who's on 20 kills to 14. The rest of them not too far behind, probably 5+ kills there. And now BPRO looking to take it a little bit further. Can they do it? That is going to be the question. The grenade's going to come out and do a lot of damage towards Electronic as they try to push towards B.
50 HP, not quite. It's about 40, but the rush is going to come through, and Electronic to find the kill. The Tech 9 train, it's pulling into your station at a site near you. It is B site, the final call, and it is going to be a 3 versus 3 bomb to be planted as the guns are recovered. It's an AK onto Electronic, but that nade is going to hurt him, and he's going to trade it over to Gemquar instead. Good choice. Gemquar going to make immediate work of that AK. Finds one, finds two. The double spray from him. He's looking for Heck, and he's not quite going to land it. Heck's still alive, but he's on 8 HP. Now he has to 1v2. Going to trade out his gun for an M4. Going to run away with it. And they're going to let Russia have the round. The force buy, it works, and Russia, they hold on to their lead here as they push it to 11-10. What's the economy looking like?
Not so great. I mean, if you look at the CT side, they've got one guy who's looking to try and save this, but the rest of them, they've got no money to be able to buy up. So actually, the reset on the economy has been counteracted straight into the hands of a BPRO. Now, one gun in their hands, they're going to have to decide what to do. Are they going to force up into this and go for a long shot? It seems like they are. And now Russia, if we have a look at theirs, they've got a lot of money to be able to buy up, and they're still going to have some left over. Electronic still got 6k in the bank. Hooch sticking with that Famis, not wishing to waste anything at all. So, Heck, the only player with a rifle on the side of BPRO. Rest of them have got 5.7s and a deagle. That's next to you with the deagle. Now that spray going up, the mid is going to indicate where the rifle is. But Russia do not know the exact economy, so they might well have a few more, especially after that indication. But they know one guy saved, so they might well give it away.
Yep, for sure. Of course, they're going to have to play this one safe and not give anything away. You big to push through under. Bomb currently sitting pretty. Nikki going to just hold this ladder room at the moment. BPRO just trying to hold their angles. They're not going to push onto Russia here. And of course, Russia, they have World It, they have Electronic, so they're going to play this calm and collected game, look for the late executes where necessary, and try and force their opponent into a mistake. It's going to be World It challenging onto Nikki, but he doesn't find the kill. Nikki now with an AK in hand. That's 2 rifles for the Bulgarians here. And will there be any more is the question. You big in connector. Nikki could peek from ladder room at any time as well. And Russia, they have the man disadvantage. The smoke is going to allow them safety towards this A push, but now they have to take out Spy Leader as well. As Psycho has pushed all the way through. Oh, Spy Leader, he's going to fall into 2. That didn't go well. Gemquar, he finds the shot onto Nikki as this is going to be the bomb going down for Russia. This eco from BPRO, it's not over yet. It's a 2 versus 3, but they have to make it work for them. Heck with the M4, Nikchu with the AK, and Electronic looking for this play in window. He's going to find it as well. Now it's just Nikchu here, going to run away, hold on to the armor and the AK, but we'll have to see if it's hunting season for Russia. It looks like it is, as players rushing. Can Electronic make the jump? He can't. Awkward, going to have to go to a server and practice that bunny hop there. Now, Nikchu trying to hold on. Buvik going to be the first challenger onto the B site. Can Nikchu hold on to it? No. Oh, he can? No, he can't. Finds Electronic, but Ubik to find it. And Russia now with a lead. 12-10 here. BPRO, their economy, it's not doable. We may see them force up. They do like to play the force game, but eventually you do need to be calm and collected and save for a gun round.
And with saying that, we are going to be seeing 2 P250s, 157, and that glorious flash. At least they have some utility on their side. Now 3 of them over towards A, looking to be gathering over towards Connector. Now Chamka, he's waiting for them to push up behind him. But that's not going to happen. They're on a short together. And also Connector, 2 short, and 1 looking out towards A site.
There's Rush though coming through from the Bulgarians, and it is finding 2, but it's not going there well. And it's going to be Ubik finding all the shots, and all of a sudden it's all over. 13-10, Russia able to take that one down. And round 24, it will be the buy for BPRO. The round they need to take, or they are done in this game, quite possibly.
So Russia, can they continue this on? They've got 13 rounds on the board. They only need 3 more. They're so close to victory, and they really want it. You can almost see it in their eyes. Now BPRO, they've got the full buy. They haven't got a massive amount of utility. They don't have a defuse kit, but they have got the AWP there on Heck. And as I say that, he's taken down. Well, that it has found the kill. And now Hooch pushing down as well on mid with that SMG MP7 trying to find some kills. Now Spiley, it turns around, takes out Electronic, and evens up the scoreboard.
Who's trying to rush through? Connector though, he's looking to try and avenge his fallen comrade, and he will. That is going to be the man advantage now there for Russia. They can take the bomb over towards the A site, of course, if they do pick it up. But now Psycho in CT is going to crack some skulls. Nikki able to take Gemquar down, and this slow play coming out of Russia, it's punishing them there. Who's going to try his best to find the shot into Nikki. Not quite able to land it. We'll have to see if they can bring this back. It's BPRO in the prime position to clutch this round out. They have to if they want a chance at this game. With 54 seconds left, Hooch trying to open up a site, and that is going to open up the A site. The smoke down, it's going to prevent Nick Chu from crossing over, unless he makes the bold play to do so through it. And still the bomb in rotation, welded, having to go all the way around the map.
And Nikki looking to make her way across short, but no, does decide to go all the way around and follow the same tracks as Wild at it there. So 1 up, 1 M4A1 on the side of Russia. And now Hooch is going to have a play across this path in any second. So is Wild Eddie. He heard the first steps. He's going to find the shot. Doesn't actually manage to take it, but he knows where the last player is. He's going to back away here, just pull out the Tech 9. He only has a half fake is going to be coming out. It's not going to quite work, and you're going to see the final kill. Wild Eddie taking down Nikki. And I'm not sure if you saw that. Nikki did try using that twice in a row. Classic. Absolutely brilliant. I think Simple has inspired a whole new generation of CSGO players.
Yeah, throwing the pistol out. May work, may not. If it does, then obviously you look like a god. If it doesn't, well, do you look silly? I'm not sure you do. Maybe just a little bit. BPRO 10-14. Russia looking pretty good to push this to match point. Of course, the save coming out of the Bulgarians. It is a semi-save. They will be able to buy up next round with the full loss bonus. But they do have armor in case those body shots come through. So they will be in a position to maybe upset the tides. If they can hold the right angles, if they can find the right shots and maybe steal away some rifles, then they're still in with a chance. Let's not rule them out yet. 14-10 here on Mirage. And so looking like it's going to be a similar scoreline to VP versus BPRO in the previous game, where BPRO pushed it right up as well. Was it BPRO or was it someone else? I might be getting my games mixed up. I think it was BPRO.
I think it was indeed. So he's going to be under window, looking for any advances there, but Hooch is going to get tagged down, but not before he finds the kill onto Nikki. And now he's going to be looking to find another one, but heck, has only got 51 HP, the P50 in hand. They're going to be making their way in towards A. Finds the heck, electronic 1 HP, and they're going to find another kill. Starboy, aka Psycho, finds the kill onto Ubik, and now is left in a 1v4 situation. Two players, one shot away from death. But Nikki, not exactly the most favorable position here. He's stuck right outside the window room here towards CT spawn. Now Jamga is going straight past him. Is he going to be able to find the kill? He's going to be checking his corners, but not in time, as Nikki is going to be able to find the kill and pick up the rifle here. AK-47 in hands, but Hooch, 17 HP on board, has got the shot, but not quite enough time or reaction time as well. Nick Chu is going to be able to find the kill, trying to save that AK-47s with all his might.
Doing a good job of it. I think Russia may just give it to him, because they're about to get match point here, Tom. They're looking good to knock BPRO and their dreams out with a bang. 14 to become 15. It's the match point for the Russians. And the buy to come through from BPRO as well. This buy has to be the best that they have ever done, like no Nick Chu has done before. That was not the best reference. We'll go with it. We own.
Why not?
We own our memes. We don't let our dreams
our
become
memes,
memes, and our memes become dreams.
Nicky's going to be playing a little bit differently, pushing up mid here, gaining a lot of information, and now Nick Chu going to be looking to push through sort of B apartments, play that little bit of an aggressive stance. So this is going to be a bit of a surprise for Russia, as CTs haven't really played like this, but Nicky's actually going to be backing off towards B side, and this is actually potentially the correct decision. The T's are spread out in the B apartments, one in Palace and two over towards mid. So we are going to be seeing Ubik pushing under bars like he always does, very much one of his positions. And on the other side, we're going to be seeing apartments. There's a little bit of a fight about to go on. Nick Chu in the perfect position to take out last there, but no.
And then he spots out Heck as well. Gemquar finding all the information. Will this be the play towards the A site? Currently have Electronic there, looking to peek onto Psycho as we speak, and of course Ubik's in connector as well. BPRO, they need this to stay in the game, to stay in the group. And that is a good start by Psycho finding Mr. Electronic. So it is going to be the B push coming through. And Nikki, he's pushed away with the Molotov, finds one, gets traded back. The Molotov, it does a bit of damage to Jamquan, the man who threw it, but not quite a 1G for him. Collects the bomb, going to plant it as well. The rotates coming through from the CTs to try and keep their WESG dreams alive. 40 seconds on the clock here. And they do push out Spy Leader to lead the charge, and he will lead his team to success. The first kill goes his way, but World Edit finds another. It's going to be your big change of positions, looking for the double spray, finds one, and World Edit around the corner going to find the last. 16-10, and Russia, they show their dominance. BPRO not now in a position that they can actually get out of groups, which means that their next game against Norway is just a bit of a show match.
Yes, I mean, what does this really mean for Russia? What have they just achieved there?
You're going to have to find out as I pull up my sheet here. Currently doing 1,000,001 things. Unfortunately for me, I'm caster, observer, and producer for this outsourced game. So Russia, with that win, will push their scoreline to 6 points on the board, 2 wins and a loss to them. It means that VP, they will tie. And if they're able to beat Guerrilla Method in the next round, and then they will be seeded second in their group. Of course, if they lose to Guerrilla Method, then they tie with VP, but I think their win against VP would put them in second seed anyway. So for Russia, I guess it's just the confidence that they came out of their group in second place very securely.
Yeah, really fantastic performance by Russia over the last 2 games. It's really put them in the position to push it even further forward, so congratulations to them. And next up, like you mentioned, potentially a little bit more like a show match than anything else, but no less, Norway need that point and they want to try and put forward. And so the next game will be Norway versus BPRO, and Russia will be going up against